We're wild and have geese. Showing the breeze with the wild geese.
And super sexy Tadhg.
Hello.
Yay.
We're back with sexy Tadhg.
Only the sexiest.
Yeah, can I call you Tadhg?
Of course you can. Of course you can. You can call me whatever you want. But it's so nice to be here.
Yay! We're
Thanks,
so
Tadhg.
glad. We're saying we're getting out haired here because you're here.
Everyone is when I walk into the room. It's so fine. Don't worry about it. No, I'm
You're
joking.
used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
No, it's just little curly moment, you know.
Yeah. And I was saying you're right next to St. Bridget was a lesbian, right where you belong.
Exactly. We all belong as close to St. Bridget as possible.
Yes, because you know Shore Play, our connection, Bonnie Boo. You know Bonnie Boo, do you?
I do.
Yeah.
I know
Bonnie
her very
danced
well.
at your last gig there in Sugar Club. That was
She
great.
was amazing. Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
god.
good, it was a
She
good
always just-
combination.
she brings something out in everybody though. You know, when you
Yeah.
have someone like that on the stage, it kind of just brings out this sexiness that everyone's just dying to let loose as well.
Yeah,
Because
that-
we're all just
yeah.
so contained, and then Bonnie's just like,
I know. It
Yeah,
felt like
yeah.
that was a real everyone was like going mad at the end of the
So
night.
you match energies very
You do,
well
yeah.
then. Like, and we were supposed to dance together.
I know we will,
Okay.
we
But
will.
then somebody caught Miss Rona.
I'm so sorry. I just really didn't want to work with you, so I was like, "Give me COVID, please." No,
Just going around licking bus stops.
yeah, it's like someone shift me now. No, that was really sad actually that we
Yeah, it
didn't
was
get
a
to perform
bummer.
together, but we are working together today.
We sure are. Did you bring your nipple tassels?
I did.
But we're just so delighted to have you here. You are just a fantastic singer,
Oh, thank you.
songwriter,
Songwriter,
entertainer.
artist. Yeah.
You just light up a room. Like the last time I saw you was in Egg Cabaret,
Yes.
Portobello. And you just were phenomenal, as
Thank
always.
you.
And your ad-libbing is brilliant.
Oh my god! Thank you so
yeah,
much.
you should listen. Tadhg just goes off on one. You just call out something the audience would just call out anything.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
You just like write up, just sing a little piece then and there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it at the end.
Well, the challenge
I'm just
is
desperate to
obvious.
get you singing.
I want to go back to all the way to Carlo. Carlo,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
And
God.
when it all,
Let's not go back there. No.
where it all began in the Matchstick Factory. And so how? Yeah, I just want to go back. When did you first get into music and stuff like this? And was it always because that's where he's from?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. I did know that, but I thought you were talking about the Carlo gig that we all did together.
Okay,
Oh,
yes,
right, yeah,
And then I was like, why are we going back there?
Well, that is the first time I saw you, and I was like, "Wow, who's that?" And it's just brilliant. The big hat and
Thank
it's
you.
just like but the music is
The
just
hat.
so good. And for me, it's really like I love a good singer, a good singer songwriter. I especially love the piano, so I really like that kind of music. But just where did you what was your first kind of musical endeavor? I know you're really good at the piano. Obviously, you're really prolific. I'd say you did music in school, did you?
I did. I did. I was one of those music girlies in school who
Yeah.
made it their entire personality.
Did you have to do recorder as well?
No, I didn't. I actually did. So I did tin whistle for a while, but then I started doing the fiddle. Because there were some other people doing the fiddle and they got a lot of attention, and I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
So I started doing it, and then I found out I really liked it as well. So
Oh, I
started
want to
doing
be a
it.
fiddler.
Yeah, exactly. No, we were all doing the confirmations and the communions, and they got all the solo parts, and I was like, I
Yes.
can do that.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah, the solo
yeah,
instrument,
exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
But,
Guitar is more like I played guitar and everyone was playing guitar, so you didn't really stand up. But yeah, I feel like I was more into sports. But they dyke, spot the dyke. But when did you first? What was your first song that you wrote? Let's say.
Jesus, my first song that I wrote, okay, it was actually like this tiny little chorus thing. And I was like showing it to my mom, and it literally just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I like it. And that was it. And I just do that on a loop. And then my mom was like, and you're not gay? You're okay.
No.
And then, I started playing music from a very young age when I was about 4. And my
Yeah.
mom pushed us into music classes from a very young age because she would have loved the opportunity for herself. So she was like, I want my kids to have this opportunity as well. And so we were doing everything. Like she had us doing piano, and golf was a huge thing. I thought I was going to be a golfer for the longest time.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of stopped around 12 playing golf, but I started playing music in front of other people well, so I remember singing for the first time in front of people. It was
Yeah.
like fourth class Got Talent, and I sung, what was it? You Raised Me Up.
Classic.
You
Yeah.
raise me. Yeah, it's classic.
I was like, I'm either gonna do
Belter.
like this little my little lollipop thing with like a walking stick, with my dead granddad's walking stick that I was gonna bring in and be like, whoa, and he was gonna be from looking down at heaven like, girl, what are you doing? That's literally my
Wow.
walking stick. Give it up.
Living your
and-
Fred Astaire
Yeah.
fantasy. Like.
My granddad would be like, yes.
But then that's the good
Comes up off the
sentimental
ground.
angle. You know, they like a good sob story. This is my granddad's. He
Yeah, they
just
do.
died 2 days
Yeah.
ago. And
Yeah.
Simon
his
Cowell would be
dream.
like, give him the money.
Hit it, DJ.
DJ, and you're through to the semi-final.
Golden buzzer.
No, so I ended up doing You Raise Me Up, and I closed my eyes because the teacher was like, if you're too nervous, just close your eyes, pretend like you're in the room by yourself. And I closed my eyes and I sung the song, and then when I opened them, everyone was like, oh.
oh,
Shocked.
And I was
she
like,
can sing.
oh wow. So this is something that I can do.
Yeah.
And so then I started playing piano in front of people in church in the Carlow Cathedral.
Love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Our first platform.
Exactly.
The altar.
I know. But like the gays run the church. Like
Bitch.
without us, who would she be? She being Jesus.
Literally. Yeah.
So that's where I started playing piano and performing. And it was good because, you know, you have this captive audience who are not going to be rude or say anything, you know, they just sit there.
Yeah.
And so their reaction is nothing. They might give you, if you do a really good job, they might give you a clap.
There's a small bit of a clap.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, at the end of church, if you get a resounding clap, I'd be like, I just won a Grammy.
Yeah.
I won an Oscar. you
Worth
guys.
its
Yeah.
weight in gold.
100%.
Yeah. Whoever's brave enough to do the first clap.
Exactly.
you know,
But
yeah.
sometimes it'll be a strong clap.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if I did oh my God, How Great Thou Art. And I'd be like, then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. And I'd like play the piano as well. And everyone would be like, what?
Yes! Banger.
Hell
yeah. Classified.
Yeah.
You raise me.
Certified church classic.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love an all hymn.
Yeah.
I
We love a
do.
good her.
Yeah. An all
Hello.
hymn with a Y.
Mm. No, but that's where I started playing music and singing, and then eventually my desire to express myself became strong enough that I realized I couldn't fully express myself in that space. So I had to find my own space to express myself fully, and that's why I do my own gigs now. And so I think I mean, there's so much more, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
That's the sped up
But
version.
That's
did you
the
go
version.
to college, music college after when you
Yeah.
after your leaving cert you went to, where'd you go?
So I did a gap year after
Yeah.
sixth year because I was
Fair
like,
play.
I was thinking of going to UCD to do music in German, but it didn't feel right. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't feel like the music I want to do.
Okay.
And I love German. German's a really cool language. I'm not
Yeah.
fluent now at all, but it's a really cool language. But I just didn't feel right. So I remember being in the kitchen. I was like, I just don't want to go to UCD, but I don't know what I want to do. I don't know
Yeah.
what direction I want to take. And so my parents were so supportive. They were like, take a gap year. Just take a gap year. And I was
Your
like,
parents sound amazing.
they are, when
Yeah.
I tell you, they are the reason for everything. They're the reason
Yes.
for the season.
Look, listen. This
positive.
Irish parents listening. This is when you support your artistic
Oh
children.
my God.
This is what we
This is
get.
what happens, yeah.
This is what happens.
absolutely.
Great success.
Then just
talent.
force them. Go on, you'd be a teacher, go on.
Yeah, yeah.
Music
you
and
might-
German.
Yeah.
Great teaching job
Yeah,
there.
good.
Pilch.
Absolutely. And they could have done that.
They
you
could
know?
have done that.
Coulda.
But they were.
Thankfully didn't.
Yeah, thankfully they didn't. And they
'Cause
really
fear
listened to me.
drives that.
Yeah.
100%. But and it's also love, you know, like if
Yeah, I
a
know, it's
parent,
love too,
you know,
yeah.
they want their child to have safety and security.
Yeah.
And, you know, any time that any member of my family has been like, oh, you know, don't dress too out there, you know, kind of restrain
Mm.
your mannerisms and stuff. It comes from this weird twisted place of love as well, because
Yeah.
they're trying to protect you from the world. They don't want you to get hurt. They don't want you to get beaten up or called out. So it is, while it's damaging to your own sense of self, it does come from a place of love. So I always try and
Yeah.
remember that if someone I love and I know loves me says something like that to me, it's them trying to protect me. But you know,
That's
I-
a beautiful way of looking at it.
Thanks.
I need to start. using that.
Thank
No,
you.
you're
Like you don't support me in what I do.
No,
You're dead
yeah.
right. You know, you want to, yeah, exactly. I think the whole point is, though, I love that saying, Dr. Zeus, why fit in when you're born to stand out?
Mhm.
Since that, like, so you're like,
And stand
even
out,
though
you do.
you do, you know,
Because
that's-
you like to turn out a look. as
yeah,
well.
that's
I
the
know,
key,
I
isn't
do.
it?
I
And
love
it's
turning
brilliant.
it a
You need
look.
to go see Tadhg live because
Yeah.
that is where it's
Also-
just
Yeah, because I've seen it. Can I just ask the band? Where did you all meet? Because you've a big band. You've
Yeah.
got quite
Yeah.
a big band. Were you all musicians together? Or?
So myself and Dara, my bassist, we
Yeah.
actually met when I was on the gap year. So I had
Yeah.
my first band called Square One.
Square One.
Yep.
I like it.
So we all just started in Square One. So
Love
that's
it.
brilliant.
and then we were doing loads of gigs around the country. We actually did a lot of gigs at Squelga as well. Because they were just crying out for some young musicians who wanted to make some Irish music and entertain people. So we did a load of gigs at Squelga and it was an amazing experience. But then once I went to college, we all kind of went our separate ways, but myself and Dara stayed going to the same college. So we've been playing together since the year dot, effectively, of performing in public
Right,
and putting
yeah.
gigs on. But then I met my drummer and my guitarist in BIM as well. I did a 1-year music business diploma there. And then I went to DCU because kind of COVID hit towards the end of that year. And I was like, well, I could not go to college, but I don't know, I just wanted to do something, if that makes sense. I wanted to have some regularity in my
Yeah.
life. Because if I wasn't going to college during COVID, I felt like I didn't know what I'd be doing, And I, like, looking back, I'm sure I would have figured something out. Like, I would have survived, but I was privileged that I could get the chance to start a new college course and then, just chase that. And so I started doing jazz. And the rest of the people in the band I've just procured them from going to other gigs and seeing them perform. And, I wanted a percussionist to be in the band. So I was like, who's the best percussionist in Dublin? Marcio. I'm going to get Marcio. And then trying to find the best brassist. And it was the same even with drums, guitar, and bass. I was such a weirdly determined 19-year-old. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get the best musicians and I'm going to... And I was like, so I just went and I got the best people. I was trying to focus on career things. But I definitely think I was too focused on like trying to be the best musician that I could be instead of just fucking chilling out and enjoying being 19.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
And then like I definitely missed out on the 21-22 period of my life because of COVID. I feel like I don't know. I definitely, like, I was alive. Something happened. Do you know what I mean? Like I experienced something.
Yeah.
But I definitely, I don't know, going out now, when you're going to the George and you go to nightclubs, and now I'm suddenly not the youngest person at the bar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, my back. What's that?
Will you
Oh, my
stop it?
hips, that's,
What?
Jesus.
You're still a baby. What age are you? Like 22?
23.
23.
I just turned 23 in
Oh
December.
my God. You're a child.
Because you used to come out of the traps flying after COVID because you've been
Yeah.
just on the rise. I mean, that's the thing. So you probably did have this, because you're about to grew into, and then COVID stopped a lot of it. So you must just had this huge tank full of energy
Yeah.
ready to go.
Burst back into live shows.
So what's been your highlight of your career so far? I mean,
Yeah.
like
What do you look back on really
Yeah.
fondly, or I'm like, oh, I'm really proud I did that.
just in the last while. I mean, obviously getting a band together, which is pretty cool. And I like your confidence there, saying, I'm going to get the best band. That's pretty cool. I was like, I want to get the best comedian, best burlesque dancers.
And you're still looking. No,
Still
I'm
looking.
I know. She settled, but
I was like, I just feel like girls only got a certain amount of cash.
anyway, thanks for coming in. I'm joking. No, but I would love to know, what are you like most proud of, or you look back on right now and you're so fond of, or
Oh God, definitely the headline show I put on in November. I think in the Grand Social, it was just balls to the wall, the biggest show I could possibly do. It was all custom garments.
Wow.
It was like a 9-piece band.
Wow.
We had a stage extension, a lighting engineer. It was videoed. The whole thing was recorded. We had a DJ for the pre-show party and the post-show after party. I had Dylan Jordan in interviewing people as people came in. It was a whole experience that I put on, and I'm always, I definitely am trying to push myself in everything that I do, and I want it to be the biggest. And that was on the far, far extremes of what I could possibly do right now. And the fact that I was able to pull it off and get, we nearly, I think we did just about sell out the room. So, and that was with, tickets were 15 quid. So it wasn't like, it wasn't a free gig either, so a room full of people were willing to pay. And my music isn't out on Spotify yet. And it's just kind of word of mouth live shows, because live shows is what I love to do. So the fact that people trusted me that much, and I felt like I delivered. I'll always look back at that show and be like, work, bitch. Like I that's the kind of thing, I'd love to have kids someday, and maybe grandkids even, and kind of show them and be like, your granddad was so cool.
Look at this hat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Look at this hat.
It was so fun though.
That sounds great, because
Dude, where were we?
I was at the tail end of that. We stopped in, me and Cian, because I didn't know, because it was another gig we're at, but just the vibe was there. The Grand Social was just, I was like, what went on here? Because it was just, and then I did here, we met Steve, Steve, Bring Back Fingering.
Oh, yes. yes.
He was there because he said, he's
handing out his badges.
Well, he knows all the good gigs, so he would be there,
Oh, wow.
But
he's like, Ty was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Thank you.
I saw you at Electric Picnic as well, when we were doing the filming and stuff, and just seeing you surrounded by the forest, I was like, who is this? Goddess. Jerry Fish was like, no, you need to see this person.
Jerry is a huge supporter of mine. He's the reason that I have achieved anything, honestly, in this last year. He's just he saw me at Electric Picnic the year before last. It was like this private, they didn't get a license to have an audience, but they did get the funding.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where I saw you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're grand. So he came to see me, and he was like, he just believed in me so much, and he's given me incredible opportunities. And because of that, he gave me the confidence to honestly achieve the things I achieved in the last year. So sometimes you just need that person to be like, I see that in you.
They see it. Jerry is an incredible artist, so Jerry knows good music.
But he also knows people who want to put on not just a show. It's not just you playing a few songs. You want to put on a show. You have the Garmins, you have the
when's the
idea,
next one?
The vision, and that's
wait.
So it's theatre. It's theatrical performances. It's kind of like what we like to do as well. It's not just want to create a vibe. Want to create, when people are coming in from the straight away in the door. So. I get that's great. So you can just get maybe more of a budget and get bigger and bigger.
100%. It's, I suppose the idea is just to stay expanding.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing that'll help with that is putting out recorded music, and so that my getting an audience isn't all just on the ground. Hello, my name is Tadhg. It can be done online. So I think using that platform will benefit the business.
You have songs on Spotify right now.
Well, I do have Space Love.
Yeah.
But I mean, Michigan Sussa. Oh my God. A classic.
Who's that about?
It's about, well, that's a different story for another day.
Okay.
Cut the cameras dead ass.
Okay, maybe we'll talk about that the next time. But maybe we'll get you at Stony Banter and you can really give us the whole
Absolutely.
tea.
But when are you hoping to make an album and release an album? Is that the plan?
1,000%.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. And when is your next gig, or where can people find you, find your music?
So you can find me on Instagram at sexytadhg. And my next gig, I actually don't have anything lined up right now, because after the last few gigs, I just really wanted to take a breather.
Yes.
I just really pushed myself as far as I could, and I was like, okay, let's look back at everything, process everything, maybe write some new things, and then come back in time for summer. So I'll definitely be active again very shortly, but I also want to give myself some room to relax and to
Yeah.
to process and to figure out, okay, what direction do I want to go in now?
Yeah. Well, we have a gig in April that we might.
Word.
Well,
I'd love to.
we'll talk. We'll talk.
But
Like
also
a bad
'cause
Friday.
You're
Bad
dead right
Friday
to
vibe.
take that time for yourself because the summer's going to get busy again. You're going to be probably at every festival, so it's you're like take the time for sure.
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm looking forward to the album. Do you have a name for the album?
I actually was thinking of a name
Yeah.
recently, Limerence.
Limerence.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's very limerick vibe
No,
there now. I
limerence
like
is what, the wanting that
Yes.
falling in love. The thing that always talking to us about limerence.
Growler?
Not Growler.
No?
Someone who's just obsessed with Joe. I think
Oh,
limerence. It's when you love falling in love or not. Quite.
Yeah, you kind
It's
of
that.
you develop like this
love of love.
Yeah,
Yes.
you develop this kind of fantasy
Fantasy.
about somebody that, and you end up kind of running away with that, and it's
Oh,
a fantasy
can
about
relate.
reciprocation.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of my songs are about. And it's been a big kind of thing in my life over the last few years, and even to this day. So it's something that has really dictated me as a person and my art. So I think it'll be the best title. That's the one that's sticking with me right now.
Okay, I like it.
Love it.
A lot.
Limerence. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
But sadly, we have to wrap it off. I could talk to you for hours, but maybe we'll do a quick little thing on the ukulele.
Oh, I have a ukulele.
We just happen to have a banjolele
banjolele.
right here. But maybe you could give us a little shoot in the breeze with the wild geese.
Oh my God, sure.
To however you feel.
Of course.
I just
Give
want
me
to
a-
hear
give me a
that
tune.
voice. Give her a little note there.
I have a C or a G or an F.
Oh, jeez, no.
We'll
Yeah,
let
we'll
you-
play around with those. A C. Well, I came on the podcast with the two wildest geese in town, and I had a great time. We had a great laugh. We had a great time. Yeah, proud.
Yeah, no, we had no
proud. And then we had the chats.
Yeah.
Said I do no sauce and that. Said I do my role. 2 eggs, 2 sausages.
I do in my hat.
I do my keys.
Yay!
You guys, there you go.
breeze.
Shooting the breeze, yeah. Ooh, shooting the breeze.
With sexy time.
Thank you for listening. We love you.
Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Thank you.